National Football League takes us to the Queen City of Cincinnati and Paul Brown Stadium right on the banks of the Ohio River. This crowd loves their orange and black. The scene just a short time ago, they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football as the Bengals get set to do battle with the San Francisco 49ers. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. Ready?
A first carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Here we go. Ready?
If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sam Hubbard making his presence felt in the backfield.
Here we go, here we go.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
On second down, it's Coleman. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
He's going to loft one deep left side here, and that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
On now is the 27-year-old rookie, Mitch Wisnowski, to punt. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory.
Hands up! Connected!
Use the mic. Let's put them on the buses.
Hands up!
Here's the 6th-round pick from Oklahoma, Rodney Anderson. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They run the counter now. It's Anderson. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
To the left side here for Eifert. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the third down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure he didn't give up much run after catch.
The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin, and it's 3rd and short.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
11. I got you. Alpha.
To throw is Garoppolo. Got his target, Samuel. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
Here we go.
First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
21. Here we go.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Here we go. 20. 12, fellas. Here we go. Hey, dude.
Now Garoppolo. Being chased out left. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, let's see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. On 2nd down, Anderson. An 8-yard gain, so that gets them halfway there. Now they're left with a 3rd and 8 more. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down.
44.
Dalton here from the gun. Flush to his right. Oh, the strength of Eifert. Short pass, Eifert on the receiving end. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Dalton to his big target, Eifert, for the Cincinnati first.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
First down. Here's the run with Anderson. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. They give it to Anderson. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On third down, it's Anderson. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up fourth down. Here's Ryan Quigley now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. A reminder coming up later tonight, Sunday Night Football, a good one from Atlanta. Eagles and Falcons, 8:20 Eastern. And then tomorrow on Monday Night Football, Odell Beckham back in New York, back in MetLife Stadium. Browns and Jets, 8:15 Eastern on Monday night. Touchdown, 49ers! Marquise Goodwin, his second touchdown on the season. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly for 6. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
On 2nd and 9, Dalton. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the...
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. D Ford coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. Here's Ryan Quigley now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And San Francisco gets set to go here. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Check tight, check tight, check tight.
Six. Bravo. Hey, gun.
Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Mike,
Garoppolo now, first down throw. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
A gain of 15.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Garoppolo. This will be caught inside the 10. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter. 7-0 ball game. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season.
11.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And incomplete. He was hoping to get that one to Tevin Coleman in space, but it'll be second and goal.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Carlos Dunlap, the Florida Gator, chopping his way to the quarterback.
That's a pretty darn good start to the season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up fourth down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. CD, you know there were quite a few Bears fans back in January saying, why didn't we hold on to that Robbie Gould guy?
Well, it's a legitimate question. 33 of 34 for San Francisco in 2018. The crazy stat of the year, he missed more extra points, 2, than he did field goals, 1, in the 2018 season.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle. From the 41, Dalton. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Now, the Bengals on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. They run. Anderson. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. And Quigley now on to punt as he sends this one away.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. And it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. Now they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They run again on first down. Anderson. And he's going to lose yardage. Not that it matters as the final seconds tick away. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
That's their own 24-yard line.
So here's Dalton and the Bengals now, 1st and 10 at their own 24. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Boyd. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. On second down now, it's Anderson. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. To throw here, Dalton. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
And the big guy catches the ball in the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Another tote here for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Anderson, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here, 3rd and 14.
Stop your whining. Sorry. Check 49. Showing it.
Handoff comes to Anderson. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
J.J. Watt makes another tackle there, and it's for a minimal gain. And let's face it, if that's all you're going to get running the ball, you're not got much success against him and his team.
Or, yeah, you better find a way to go around J.J. Watt, which isn't easy to do.
It's really not because you got to try everything. Can you go around him? Can you go by him? Can you influence him to get him out of position so maybe you can walk?
He's got daylight. The 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Jerick McKinnon, his first touchdown of the new season. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. Gold to add the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0.
Makes the score Niners 17, Bengals nothing.
So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. So here's Dalton and the Bengals now, 1st and 10 at their own 18. Here's Anderson as they begin this series on the ground. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Now a run with Anderson, and they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, it's Anderson. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's a give to Anderson. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
He was taken down by DeForest Buckner. A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
Move. Everyone's got 4 down.
So they are going for it. Now Dalton. Now the Niners get there and bring him down. Credit the sack to the Oregon Duck, DeForest Buckner. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. Garoppolo to throw on 3rd and 1. And that is incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And the lead now increases to 20-0. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
So here's Dalton and the Bengals now, 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They start the drive with Anderson, and he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. Another example of just a dominant performance by this defense.
Yeah, you hear all the time about teams that try to steal signals from the other side and try and learn their signs and their tendencies. It's almost like they get the answers to the exam the night before and were well prepared for this final.
He was brought down by Kamu Grugier-Hill.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
The Bengals on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Anderson. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
J.J. Watt on the tackle. A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
He don't want it. Kill.
Bengals going for it. Here's Dalton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180. 65, 65.
Record.
Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6.
Mike 48.
Watch the slack.
Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. George Kittle, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's the bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's first and goal. 3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on second and goal here.
Check 48's to Mike. Check 48's to Mike.
I got him.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the 49ers add on to their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10. Now a give. Running right is Anderson. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Tackle that time by Jarquiski Tart.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
Pick it up, G.
Third down, a shot here for Dalton. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. DeForest Buckner picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Rolling to his right. He'll let this go end zone for Green. And, it'll be intercepted. Dalton picked off by another Horned Frog, Jason Verrett. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He violated a big-time no-no in throwing that pick. Rolling right, throwing across his body.
And you know that your dad taught you that in the backyard when you were a tyke. Don't do it. The problem, every now and then you get away with it. This time, not the case.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Under 10. Under 10. 10.
Weapon.
From the 24, Garoppolo. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
The Niners on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. On third down, a run from Breida. Oh, now Breida loses it, and the Bengals grab it. Room here to run. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On second down now, it's Anderson. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
It's 3rd and 10.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. They run it again with Anderson. Anderson a first down and more. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Rodney Anderson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point up and good by Bullock. Elsewhere, they're on to the 4th quarter at MetLife Stadium. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. A win would be their 2nd on the young season. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Garoppolo looking to throw. Deep ball for Goodwin. This is intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his 2nd interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
On first down, Anderson trying to run inside, but nothing there. Fred Warner coming off a strong rookie year in on the stop for the Niners.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Now after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
52's the mic. Come on, D.
On 3rd down, Dalton. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Hands up! 318!
Our time. It's our time.
368!
You got tight right there.
Hands up!
Now on 2nd and 13, Dalton. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So the sack, and now it's 3rd and long for Dalton and the Bengals. Now Anderson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Flushed out right. He's going to let it fly. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Mike 48, Mike 48.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Throw left side, caught by Goodwin. He's at the 40, 20, 10, touchdown, 49ers. Marquise Goodwin, 91 yards. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead.
Things are rocking easy here in the fourth quarter. They've got to feel pretty good about this one. Actually, they've got to feel excellent. Tough loss in the opener. No way they wanted to go 0-2.
I don't want to read too much into it, but psychologically, is there something much bigger about 0-2 than 0-1?
Oh, without a doubt, and here's the biggest one. Guys like you and me, all the media, are going to talk about, well, you know how hard it is to make the playoffs when you start 0-2, and that starts to work its way through a team.
And now they're working towards 1-1.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
They'll run on first down. Anderson. And he is going to be stopped here for no gain, and that is going to be the final play of this football game. So the victory here for San Francisco, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for San Francisco, they did what they needed to do. They split their first 2 road games of the year, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they will fall to 1-1.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all. Dash, honey yard, dash, honey yard, dash, honey yard, dash, yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Heat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerging victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, it's glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey yard dash, honey yard dash, honey yard dash, honey yard dash, honey yard dash. They slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's no need in keeping it low key. I can carve for the D like a turkey, or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call us up making a name. I put on the Jets. The coach will regret even letting them stay in the game. Team morale took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just trying not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. Honey yard dash. Honey yard dash. Honey yard dash. Honey yard dash. Honey yard dash.
Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boys than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boys than a Shawshank. I don't wear ball mains. All I ever do is ball main. I am not a rapper, they all lame. I am not dope, I'm hard. Wait, I can power up and level up at any moment. Spitting like a semi, only give me semicolon. Double Z rolls like I'm sending yell nets. Every flow is unmatched, and I better get set in. Finish 'em. Mess around with me and I diminish them all. Even if I ever did the minimum all. In the end result, I better kill them all. Rogue One, but I got a team with me. Batman when I got a team with me. I get mean, I get green. Show the whole game what's never been seen. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank.
Designer sneakers hurt my feet now. Every beat is getting beat down. Couldn't eat, well watch I eat now. Like how you getting paid to freestyle? Different cities every week now. Every woman is a now. What state prop you looking bleak now? I was home to sleep designing sheets now. 30 different missions. When I speak they listen. Couldn't find it so she fishing. Who the crew, it wasn't you. I know it's true cause you look like the opposition. Run it up. Greatest ever sums it up. I ain't have a lot when I was coming up. Kinda made my stomach turn when I brung it up. Wait.
Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank.
S-T-R-O. Yeah. How many of y'all came to win? Oh, they asking my name, huh? You ready? S-T-R-O. I ain't come to play with you. Yeah. Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up. Yeah. I can't spend the day with you. I'm minding my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. Yeah. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support, bruh. Lifting up. Never not on my grind. New York City time. Another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winning side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field, hit the win. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way when my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah. Beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies I done grabbed if you can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze, freeze. Stop you in your tracks, there's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit, your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together. Like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop, it's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired, can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way when my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah. Beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
Snoop Dogg got a Madden league. His team is off the hook and you don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Come get some if you want some, but you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg and I'm the only one. And when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Haha, bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast. Cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. Come on. I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll you when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, Madden time on you suckers. Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard, my team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is, I get it. Come on. I got cleats on my feet, jersey on my back, helmet on my head, ready to attack like that. Down in Mississippi and New Orleans, Big Snoop Dogg got a Madden league. His team is off the hook and you don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Come get some if you want some, but you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg and I'm the only one. And when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast. Cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. Come on. I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll you when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, Madden time on you suckers. Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard, my team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is, now get it. Come on. Big Snoop Dogg, it's in the game.
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did.
Playing skills.
Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice in the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch cause you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause ice on the wrist. I bet you wanna be famous, They act like they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, Just for the that hate us, I make a lot of new money, When the not save us, You be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist, on the wrist, on the wrist. Watch out, cuz I never switch, I never switch, I never switch, I never switch. Ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist,
I was legit. Ever since I blew, they all on my. Hey, back then, didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got your long. Say I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent my 10 on my 50. Ex slick, then hit with the. Back then, used to out the zip. Blow out his back, then dip. Got a whole party all on the ship. All these four things, pull out the VIP. Suck, turn up, baby, pour out the milk. So you know how I drip. Crush.
what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. I'ma tell the risk I was never at the end. I would never get this off my chest though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh baby, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh baby, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Take your eyes off me, don't want to see me when I'm gone. Moral of the story was you're wrong. Everything I gave and everything I lost. Good things come at a cost. I left it on your head, and when you ever overstay it, your thoughts are never everything you wanted when you want. I'ma take it in the head with the signs of the distort. I'ma leave it on the side. You on the Christ when the breath on this set. Let me speak on behalf of the dead. I'ma leave, I'ma speak. I'm sick in the head. Come on, come on. Oh baby, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh baby, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Tell the risk I was never at the end. I would never get this off my chest though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh baby, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh baby, my bets are off. Everything was better off.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. Feel like Ginger from Casino. Aces up my sleeve though. Right before I leave, I said like I'm Dino. Think I'm part Italian. Blame it on Gino. Snowflake the medallion. The skin on cappuccino. I don't kiss and tell. Keep your distance from myself. At a genie with the snails in a 5-star hotel. And I wish he's well when they wish for me to fail. I might donate petty bills. They can't get it by themselves.
That's why you treat my men good, but not too good. I give them too much, then they don't need me. I give them just
yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. I'ma get it either way. I don't even gotta say what I want when I want. They just put it on my plate. I could get it right away. Take you through my day to day. Wake and pray, make that play. Get some good at my place. There's some on the way. Cause my bros on the way. I got stones on my gold. I got loads in my safe. Had a 7-figure summer, so I'm putting on some weight. Set up getting thick, so I put it on display.
With this round here, I make a joke, everybody laughs. I know I'm funny, but I'm not that funny.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by by myself. I'ma get it by myself, yeah.
Yeah.